confident are you in it?
Honestly, actually, because they're going up against FaZe Vegas and the way that they've been looking this weekend, I'm pretty confident. Coming off a reverse sweep, sometimes that just gives you the adrenaline that you need for this next match, and I think they're going to do it.
Now, of course, we saw it was Paris beating FaZe in that matchup to get to the grand finals at Major 1. It set the tone for their whole season, I feel like, and they locked it in for a champ's spot. Now you have FaZe on the other side that is coming from the lower bracket. Who has the edge in this fight?
Oh, this is tough. I think my mind is telling me FaZe, but something about GentleM8s and how they just can't lose right now.
Come on.
I'll take GentleM8s. I'll take GentleM8s.
Remember the Neptune 1v3 versus specifically FaZe?
Yes.
It's going to be in their heads on that stage.
Before the tournament, I saw an Optic FaZe rematch in the grand finals. The only way that happens is if FaZe wins right here. Simp, I got eyes on you.
He has the script.
We've got the script ready, and the stage is ready as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the final fight of the night here on the main stage at DreamHack with GuyBlaze.
Because we've only had 2 winners this season of our majors, and you're about to get both champions, but only one can go to Sunday, and they're about to give it everything in which they got. So without further ado, get loud for your Major 2 champions. It's FaZe Vegas. Simp, 04, Drazah, and Nabuza. FaZe Vegas is all in and ready to give it everything in which they got. Don't count them out yet. So those are our most recent champions, but the next team won Major 1, and they've been looking to do it all over again. You can love them or you can hate them, but you're gonna get loud for the Paris GentleM8s. Envoy, Neptune, Simp, and Ghosty. Green suits all around the world. Alonzi, because the Paris GentleM8s are
FaZe to reposition themselves and relocate through blue. And that's going to work out because they found a majority of the kills.
Statue control still dealing all right for FaZe. Says they push back out. Simp now on to 3 in a row. Follow-up coming around the backside here through P2 as Paris are trying to find a way to rip back this statue position, but Drazah's double has him still cooking, and the pistol out will get the full 4-man feed.
And now you can soak up all this P one time and potentially start to be the aggressors to flip them across the map. Drazah whipping out the MPC on 5 in a row. Still contesting for the back spawns. He's stalling so much time and sets up his teammates there for the trade. But Paris, off of the back of some great gunfights, give themselves a very scrappy if we want to start.
That is exactly what I was hoping for. Just let them go at each other, see who can pop off first and foremost. So FaZe will have pop-off coming through. 04 and Simp just forcing the issue from the front pistol out, damage through. And how about the health of Nabuza? Low health pulls, FaZe able to hold the initial break.
First push gets shut down there if you are Paris. Now we have to start to work on some of these long routes because space is being taken by FaZe. And Simp is already on another streak before getting taken down by Neptune. It's looking like now I'm going to be forced to commit through the front door because everything else is on lock for FaZe.
Well, to get one player through here, Neptune creating some problems for FaZe to have to try to lock down the spawns. Yes, it's a significant scoreline right now, but this is exactly what you want for players. Try to break it through the front, but Simp gives you 2. Envoy for the 1v1 to try to get this scrap time underway. Help is on the way. They can't find the trade, though. Envoy's still alive inside the hardpoint. Eventually falls an unfortunate teammate from Sid. Will kind of put things out of question, and FaZe will walk away the winners of P2.
Okay, and now this is where Paris are looking for their response because you need to be early off the rotation when you get towards the next, but you're already late. Simp is in the position that he wants to be in. Drazah and him combine for 2, make it 3 kills. Simp is able to pop 2, but it doesn't matter. Spawns flip.
Yeah, the SMGs are just running rampant right now. FaZe dominating the map at the moment. Paris have not even got to double-digit points yet, and they're trying to break over through the front. All of them trying to just run it right down the middle, and they will find the kills to allow them a chance to get in for some time. Drazah in trouble, finds one before falling, but Paris will control with 30 seconds of the clock.
Yeah, and they desperately need this time to make this a game because FaZe are currently in control of the map, still locking down the spawns for the rotation at P4. You're setting up the ARs in their power spots, and both of them find 2 kills apiece. The clean house on this side of the map, spawning all of Paris on the opposite over towards blue, but they're still contesting at this whole time. You're 3 at new.
And I will say, we have that on screen so we can kind of talk. Those are 2 impressive sets of shots from Neptune. We don't need to take that third. Not against Simp on a. That's where they start to fall apart, and that's exactly what's coming through right here. Simp going to get isolated. no chance to try to run away around the back. Ghosty keeping his life over towards P1, give Paris a chance to set up for a forward hit, but Nades still connecting and FaZe still holding.
Yeah, not a single player from Paris working on a long route. Those got shut down from that old time, and that's going to be a clean 4 dead. This game is extremely easy right now for FaZe because there's no need to do anything else but watch in front of you. A 70-point lead and still growing. All of the GentleM8s trying to approach from statue side. Finally, someone's able to get a kill, but FaZe still have the spawns. They still have the numbers.
Them trying to follow up to plug the front holes. And the Drazah duo just continues to find kills before Paris can really even hit the go call on a break attempt. So it's going to be the end of the first rotation. Abuza at 15-7 with already a minute and a half at the hard point. And FaZe are going to be up 100 points.
You can already see with the leader's advantage, Simp still sets of his teammates to dominate statue control, and Envoy stuck between a rock and a hard place. 3 make it all 4 dead. FaZe in firm control of Colossus.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things, like you look across the scoreboard and like, yes, Ghosty 7 and 14, but like everyone else is kind of at least hanging. It's just these gunfights are not mattering at all towards influencing spawns or finding ways to break hills. Finally, a chance here as we head back up top towards the first hard point for Paris to get something going. Envoy working on some early pressure towards the P2 side of the map, and first good moment here for the GentleM8s.
Yeah, it's the best moment for the GentleM8s here on Colossus. So free time at the P1 already, a lot of space here at P2, but effective trades there from all 4 and drawing the attention to set up Drazah to take care of Ghosty. FaZe do not flip the map. They are locking down the preferred side every time for the initial time with these money hills. And it keeps on being traded. Simp pops another 3.
Points. And honestly, if they hold this P2, game's pretty much over. So for Paris, it's about finding a way to break on through. No trophy system here for FaZe, so damage is coming through. Paris has to find the first blood, but Simp off the regen. Able to allow 04 to come back over to the middle of the hard point. He's down in the 1v1 over the top. Can't quite find the shots. Envoy with the win, and Paris will flip the spawns.
That's the best push that Paris get. All through the front door, and thankfully a majority of the gunfights go your way to flip it at the right time. FaZe, though, aren't willing to give this up for free. Still 25 seconds, trying to contest from statue, trying to contest from side door, and 04 is making them work from that angle, but the rest of the GentleM8s ready and waiting to soak with this final 15, trying to still keep themselves in this game.
Yeah, Envoy was on 4 in a row, lost the hard point time nearly to a hellstorm, but gets shut down. Over towards the third hill we go. Simp the first one to try to contest this angle. Envoy working on the long route, but that's shut down by Abuza. So once more, FaZe in control on rotation, not allowing anything to get through them. And the reads have been perfect for FaZe when they get set up first.
Some routes for their first break opportunity. So you get 1 kill on one side, you get the kill on the other. Now you have FaZe trapped on the time. They're able to execute a very, very clean bake, but we need to take care of 04 to secure this side of the map.
How is he still alive? Finally, Simp's able to put him to rest. But FaZe, on the blue side of the map, they're able to work their way over. Nice shutdown onto Ghosty's pinch. That leads it now to just numbers for FaZe around the hill. Spawn will be found just thanks to the spawns like we call. And that turns things now once again in favor of Vegas. 04 inside the hard point, contesting with Envoy on the other side of the sub. Help is on the way for both teams. Really, this is just down to who can find the first blood in the battle. And then who to connect. 04 pushes off 1 easy follow-up, and that's going to be 3 dead.
And now there's only 1 player off the rotation if you are Paris. Simp single-handedly is going to try to secure this rotation for his squad, but FaZe are running away with this game. Let's listen to the comms with the boys with the J-Lab listening.
Nice.
I'll see P1. There's three statue. Dinner weak statue. Nice. Watch out. Nice. Still there. One HP statue.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller, Jay. Nope. Not much. It just, again, like watching Paris in the most recent match versus Miami.
Yeah, it's just a bad game plan from Paris GentleM8s, man. Their first break attempts is just trying to flood through the front door every single time without having the back spawns. No one's trying to flip it. No one's trying to make FaZe work a little bit more harder. And that's why they have an 120-point lead and still counting. You're making it mixy. You're at least trying to make it scrappy over towards Statue, but it's 0-4 walking away with a majority of the kills. All 3 in the feed, and the spawn flip again.
It's just the way that FaZe set themselves up to poke, prod, find a little damage, keep the head on the swivel, force Paris to be a little bit stuck. And it leads to a blowout map like this. Drazah trying to finish things off on 4 in a row. Pistol shots, oh my God, Neptune CNX map. Drazah's on 5, able to find the pistol shots to Envoy for 6. You don't need the Hellstorm, you already got 1 from Abuza. And that will be the game with Paris spawning all the way out. P2 opens, and I don't even think anyone's gonna even attempt to even see Envoy dropping. FaZe dominate map number 1. Preferred statistics, and let's see what we get on this breakoff. We have seen over the course of the past that Paris are no strangers to trying to full flood over towards A, but this time it's a big play over the middle of the map. Drazah going to be naded out, but there is still a first blood from Simp. Follow up behind this play has Simp chased down, and it's going to be 3 kills immediately for the side of Paris, but 0-4 inside the hard point. Pardon me, over inside the bar. Or has to stand tall, and he's going to get out of there, give himself a chance to play retake. Still has a couple of pieces you to play with. Simp able to find the bomb carrier onto Envoy, so no plant coming through. Smoke is in the mix. Drazah off the pan job. Maybe missed his window right there. Had shots out, but could not find the kill. Neptune, Simp combined, and Paris find themselves in a 3v1 on 0-4.
They're not going to waste their time to try to get this objective down and trying to isolate this gunfight, but he's able to get on out.
He's got a chance here to hold this doorway. Oh my gosh, if he finds that on the Sib, feels like everything changes, but 0-4 is going to try to go quickly. Bomb planted, shoulder comes through. 0-4 crossed up, Sib playing the backside of the bar. 0-4 keeps his life off the reset and the regen. Needs to find a way to just burst right through this setup and try to, again, create an opportunity for Paris to be split. First shots come out, but Ghosty right there to meet him, and Paris will go up 2-0.
It's the right gun for the right time.
Right. FaZe will back off and really not show much of anything, and then look to probably late hit this A hit.
Oh, and 0-4 is teaching me new spots. Hitting the wall bounce, able to spot a lot of information up in the middle of the map, but now the delay push in towards A. Neptune's gonna have his hands full.
Getting one would be fine. Stepping up in the smoke, he does find the first. The problem was the health that was over through the U-Haul gets pushed back, so the retake for FaZe on the execute to A is successful. Ghosty, Envoy.
Must have gathered so much info, and now with throwing shoulders in the sight, no need to change the setup around that B bomb. 30 seconds already gone away, and Paris have yet to leave their base.
Man, I mean, really, for FaZe, you didn't have to throw any utility at this defensive setup at B, so if you can play retake at A, you can. 0-4. Gonna put himself in towards circle. Gets the first damage out to the second, but cannot find the win. Drazah on the rotation back, gets caught. Numbers good for Paris, looking to plant, but here's those nades from those B defenders. There's a trophy nearby. To hard hit that A site and force Paris to play your game. Looks like that will be the case. Neptune, Simp trying to put a little bit of defensive pressure by way of nades. Neptune's nade does land. Follow up, Neptune's stunned, but keeps his life. And look at the quick wrap to the bottom side of the map here for Paris.
Yeah, you got them trapped. Bomb's yet to be planted, so wait until that goes down before you execute your play, because every single angle is being covered. Instead of just committing on the OPJ, you're going to try to push out a side.
Yeah, but Simp very wisely keeps some distance before returns back over the pitch. He's overwhelmed. Simp able to get one. Here comes the collapse from all angles at the same time for Paris on the retake. Simp gets another, leading it just down to 1, and that's Neptune. Like this idea from Neptune. Can he possibly catch one behind the car? Not the case. First blood good for Vegas.
Yeah, now Envoy on the opposite side of the map is going to try to make a big time play as a solo man. So the man down, you already know that they have A on lock. But we need to pull this one back in our direction. He gets caught by Drazah. Now you stand no chance.
Yeah, no way. 2-2 split on this defense would mean that one of the last 2 players for Paris would either do a 1v2 on their own or find a way to come back to play and set up a 2v2 instance. Simp able to find the trade, but not going to be able to respond to the second phase. Last defensive round are showing some force at mid, just not committing through this time. They're going to rewrap back over, but Simp's able to find first blood. He knows there should be more nearby, but will slip away and allow 0-4 to kind of cover their back as FaZe will approach the A site.
Yeah, and how many tacks does FaZe have to commit in this 4v3 in towards this A site? Got Neptune alongside Simp, ready and waiting.
Oh, look at this from Neptune, trying to dive right into the smoke. That's not going to work. Simp also to drop in. That is a flawless round for FaZe. I think if you're Neptune, you're just like, let me get myself into the mix and see if they just don't see me or force a team kill or maybe get the knife out. Start with Envoy once again, trying to create some noise at A. But ooh, he may have overstayed his welcome. Does force a team kill though, so job done-ish. Bomb plant going to come through, and it now is just down to where do Paris want to set up their post plant, and they are going to try to set this thing up. It's planted, I want to say, for shops, but 2 of your players are playing at ladder.
Who's already has the info, but thankfully you got McLeod in that position. Wins an insane one-on-one there from 0-4. Keeps the numbers in favor of the squad, and time is ticking.
Here comes the bully off. The Sid guards nicely. And for a moment there, I was a little concerned because the post plant was set up for that back shop's position, but Sid, Neptune worked nicely together over towards top ladder. Just create too many layers for FaZe to deal with.
Man, he was knocked down in 9 HP.
Spoke down. Sid lots of damage through, able to keep his life. Free Fire comes back out, but Sid finds the kill. 0-4 meanwhile has taken care of Envoy, but Sid is once again doing his thing in the search and destroy. 9 and 6, 4 in a row. Numbers to Paris.
And the Booza and Drazah, you don't know exactly where they are, but everything's in front of you. 25 seconds left. You got bomb down at this B site. Just got to trade it out.
Not going to happen. Sid finds another win on 5 in a row. Booza already off to a really hot start. See Simp down low, but can't fight Simp to win. Neptune follows, and that's a good save moment there for Paris.
Without a doubt. Because now Neptune is starting to get hot. He already has mid-map control, and you're going to turn this into offense, pushing it over towards the solar panels. We're looking for the initial kill to start off the trade fights, and it's Simp finding the first. Neptune is still streaking. Get me kill number 5. Last guy's going to be on the objective. Let me get the score, and maybe the Hellstorm.
Pistol still coming through.
This is what we said before the map started. You have to try to dictate the pacing of this game, and so far a lot of EMP time is going in favor of Paris. And the juke news is keeping FaZe at bay on the opposite side of the map. Thankfully, your safety net and Drazah lines up a double defense into offense. That's all for that. It's going to be a tie game.
It's just down to can Drazah hold off this next hit. Danger coming over the top. Not able to find the first elimination. You still have to get over if you're a Booza. He's able to win the pistol battle just before sliding in. Tie game, 1 apiece. Simp is going to just play through with 0-4 to get behind dirt. It's going to force the spawn for Simp to be way out. And hold on a second. FaZe have a chance to try to collapse here and maybe find another opportunity to grab.
Yeah, they don't have any top mid control. And if your focus is on 0-4, he has to get everybody coming off the respawn. Needs this one-on-one to guarantee this A capture. He is dancing with Simp. Eventually, Neptune is able to find that kill. But it's still 0-4 on the opposite side of the map, finessing away the deep pressure. Paris get the stop at the goal line.
I respect it.
I do.
Hell of a try. But Paris get the stop as mentioned, and now a chance for them to try to form things up with 90 seconds before the half. Keep your eye on Ghosty, number 1 in pink, trying to make his way through the middle of the map. He's going to be tested as Neptune's going to call in the Hellstorm. That will land onto Drazah. Nade also connects, so there's an opportunity for numbers to start to build. Envoy helping push. It's just down to can Sid get this thing through the finish line, and yes, it can. 2 for Ghosty, cleans things up, and we're tied at 2.
To the side of that P4 building, and now you have an opportunity to relay into the next one. FaZe are not in a position to stop this. 0-4 gets the kill, but still, the spot is good for Sid. Paris quickly get 2 scores, and now with 5th score lead.
And Drazah trying to take away space, but the spawns still come through for Paris. 2 kills in the mix. Simp gets 1 in response, but the bottom side of the map is currently being held by the Paris GentleM8s. Drazah up top, big first win, shuts down any forward blocker initially for Paris, but keep your eye on Simp, trying to create some space, but probably drop 3. Simp's so far out of the play, he's got to come back over quickly. The only issue here for FaZe is that 0-4 doesn't have anyone in front. So now Simp behind the play, finds the first, turning his Simp, able to find the trade, but Neptune once more finds another kill, and that'll have Paris stabilizing over the B zone.
The final 15 seconds, Mr. McLeod is trying to contest from mid-cup, but does lose that battle versus 0-4. So this is going to be FaZe giving their last push, taking the last chance to try to tie it before halftime. They're finding the kills. You just need to get past it. The guy is not missing bullets. Drazah is able to find 2, but all that is important is the EMP carrier. You slide on in, you guarantee that 1.
And you trying to get up top, just able to mantle, but cannot stay away from Envoy. Drazah trying to chase down the trade, finds it. The EMP still down, but this is a great spot for Drazah to try to hold.
Yeah, they have all of mid-map if you are FaZe. Now we're just trying to locate where the last 2 guys are. We can put them in the trap that we are looking for. Sid was sitting nice and comfy through the bottom side of dirt, but now he's completely out of the play. You got to make sure you get there on this late pinch because all of your teammates are dropping like flies. He's only able to take down 1 FaZe side of the game.
I mean, initially all 4 will drop. but not a forward blocker in the mix yet. Split spawns for FaZe, and they may try to rewrap this back through mid to help out today.
Oh, and he's able to get out. Only 10 HP in a dream. 0-4 just trying to open up this lane for him to cross, because Drazah the entire time was the lead blocker on this side of the map. It's a 2v3, but Simp is able to get on by, and the stun is not good enough to slow him down. FaZe take the lead.
Towards the EMP, Paris spawning close on the A side of the map. Big win there from Simp. 23 and now 24 and 16 went 4 in a row. EMP in hand, looking over towards Ghosty's direction. Simp not done, he's on 5. And now an opportunity to find a way to score and get this thing a little bit more out of reach. Drazah and Abuza find the kills, and it's 5-3.
It's only a matter of time before Chris Slayer makes his appearance. He loves himself some overload.
Keeps himself up and cooking though. FaZe get pushed back over towards the B side of the map. Now Simp has to try to do it all himself.
Big win.
Huge from Drazah off the top rope. Envoy still holding. 40 seconds though, you've got to make a play, and there's just nowhere to go. Now it's down to FaZe. You score, you put this one out of reach. Or if you just want to TDM it for the next 30, you're also good. But it looks like they want to try to make a play happen behind Simp, who's on 4 in a row again. Oh, Simp, one more over the middle of the map, not going to happen. Envoy's double may give them one last chance, but the time is just running out. No chance they get 2 scores in this time. FaZe too good on this overload. We're going to take map 3.
And history continues on. FaZe versus Paris in overload. Stayed undefeated. They kept it close, but when they needed to blow the game wide open, they did it very quickly. You're gonna lose this game by 1. But FaZe on that second half were a totally different beast. Everyone had their moment. They're gonna get invested on the side of FaZe. They're just not going to waste anything. They're going to allow you to get that time now to test you, and now invest those stuns and A's over the top.
Early round from Neptune gets shut down though, and all of a sudden FaZe are going to have the numbers, and they're just going to take the extra NPCs, push up, and it's Drazah for 3. Those teams will give you 1 in response that will allow an opportunity for Paris to start setting up some routes, but still, the pressure forward for FaZe overwhelming. They're going to get some good time here. Still 20 to fight for.
And already a bad position to be in. You got one player thinking about the rotation and everybody else focused on 0-4. He is just dancing with them around ice cream, and that allows the rest of the FaZe boys to just soak up 20 seconds on the bad side for the P1. But now it's all about the rotation. Simp going to be the only one here until Envoy joins the party, but that's a fantastic frag to now still give you the advantage off the roto.
Yeah, use the car bombs while they're still available. Almost off the bus stop to find a couple, but not going to happen. And okay, Paris able to get themselves a setup. Drazah gets 2 though through mid-mail. Envoy with the trade, and reduced numbers right now for Paris. They need to stabilize. They need to try to hold on to these spawns and get some reinforcements in.
Man, they keep on leaving that backside open. So all the SMGs on the side of FaZe just keep on taking mail room away. Now you have to try to work from 18-wheeler. First kill goes in favor of 0-4. The crossfire is being set up, and now you're just going to fly and fry if you are 0-4. He's able to locate 3. He's on 4 in a row, and you're pushing Paris back while you're rotating.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're a Paris fan. Simp now behind the play towards fire. Damage on the Neptune, one more, little 1v1 pistol, not going to work out as Ghosty shuts it down, but 0-4 provides the trade, and all the meanwhile, Abuz is hanging out saying, I've already got new boys, so double up the points.
Oh, that's smart.
In favor of FaZe. You get Ghosty, as you call him, behind
Simp is able to whip out an NPC, locate a double, and now goes to your opportunity to strike on the backside. Simp is able to get 2. But that's going to lead to nothing. Paris shut down that first wave, now ready and waiting for the second.
And Envoy just tosses a little straight 8 over towards Small. He's able to win both battles, and now he's on 4 in a row. Huge to get Paris back into this game early. FaZe spawning all over the map, looking to set up a natural pitch. Gonna have 2 from the front, 2 from the back. Envoy trying to create some space through this backside play, and he's only able to find a little bit of damage. Simp now. Evans trying to work his way back forward. That's going to be all 4 dead. Instant re-break from FaZe.
And I love the way that FaZe set that one up, because you know if you're on the backside of Courtyard, that's the more valuable position to make sure you're around your life. So you guarantee that kill, open up the pinch, and that works out for a flawless break out of FaZe. So Paris not willing to give it up for free. You get those close ones on the opposite side, and with the aggression, now you're starting to push through.
Making his mantle over the top, he finds 1, no problem to get back in for some early time and some early contest at worst. And Simp just continues to get the perfect reach. Ghosty alive and kicking, though. Topside Grandma's is going to get help from Neptune, and Paris will have all 4 members in the hardpoint.
Yeah, but they don't block the spawns, and Neptune was trying to get an early jump on it, but gets caught off guard there from Drazah. So the first 30 seconds was very scrappy, but Paris walked away with the majority of the time. Now set up for the third push, coming in for FaZe from the back line. It's Abuza, it's Drazah, it's every single player on FaZe getting a kill and guaranteeing this final 20. And again, doing the next step, winning their rotation as well.
Oh, and Buza just continues to bully out these spawns from Paris. Ghosty on that last spree, though, did earn a Hellstorm. So if you feel like there's a lot of pressure starting to amount through mid, you may have to be able to call it, but not going to likely be needed here. Drazah, first one forward for FaZe. Has a lot to
big
do.
win.
Envoy finds a very clean win. So now you've got numbers for Paris. You're still holding up the Hellstorm, and you can get trophy systems down.
The advantage in these wave of gunfights, but Neptune, Ghosty keeping his teammates alive. Drazah is now in a one-on-one versus Envoy. Try to get some time, but Envoy keeps on pushing him back and eventually going to be the aggressors. Paris take the lead and flip the spawns.
All Simp, good read off of Ghosty's information. Chance to put this thing into favor going to 2. Envoy still alive in the hardpoint on 4 in a row. He may be able to earn himself another Hellstorm. He's really close to 1. A little bit more hardpoint time or an assist will do it. 0-4 able to find a kill on a Ghosty, but all this damage coming through and no Ghosty and Drazah exchanging numbers through the middle of the map. Envoy cannot get the Hellstorm, and all of a sudden, after those eliminations, FaZe are streaking up towards bus.
And now Civ needs to value his life as much as he possibly can. He knows he's going to be overwhelmed by the pressure on the side of FaZe, but you got to choose correctly. Unfortunately, you choose wrong. You die off the roto. Now FaZe are fully set up, and you're forcing the hand out of Ghosty to use the Hellstorm.
He's going to call it in with all 4 Sanctuary inside of the mailroom. Simp just trying to be a nuisance. Will drop. It's down to what you can find out of 0-4 and Abuza. Nothing there. Envoy's had himself a pretty solid map at this point. 0-4 in some trouble at mail. Ghosty able to finish that off, and Paris will win every single battle except for the ones on the hardpoint, which is arguably what you really need the most. Neptune does at least clear out some space. Spawns are close, but here comes a quick rebuttal from FaZe. Immediately, right back through the straight side. 0-4 gets back in. Drazah supporting, and the last one left is Simp, who has to hold 18.
What a play. What a hold here from FaZe, even with the Hellstorm getting invested. And Paris guaranteeing the back spawns all throughout this P2. It's not been good enough to get the good chunk of time here, as FaZe keep that one extremely scrappy. Now a battle off the rotation, where FaZe have cut their losses and are set up at the new.
Yeah, and I think Sid realizes that this route over towards Showers is not free whatsoever, so you're going to wait to see if Neptune and Ghosty can make some noise in the 2-2 pinch setup. FaZe getting overwhelmed. They're going to spawn all over the map here, so you've got an easy 4v2, or so you would think. Simp tagged, followed up on by Neptune. Abuza will drop perfect 4-man feed. Clean re-break here for Paris.
Yeah, those are just plays they weren't making on Colossus.
No.
Like, Paris is setting up proper break opportunities and making the most out of it. With only 30 seconds left, you're looking to hold on, but everyone drops.
Yeah, it's the exact same play. FaZe just pull under the response for Paris. So they will be bounced out of the hard point. About a tie game, last 20 seconds as we go to a J-Lab listen in with Paris.
There's plenty on time, by the way.
I'm playing back up.
Yo, on time of Abuza. One shot on time. One shot on Abuza. I'm dead. Simp's on me. Wait.
Close right.
You can slide it. On time of Abuza. One shot on time. One shot on the pillar. One shot on the pillar.
Take it.
Nice. Close up, challenge you.
Try to live.
Oh no, we flipped now.
I just want to ult you guys. I'm going through.
I got him go through as well.
I spawned in Guardian.
Mid, that.
Nice shit.
I'll shoot Jelly. Could be deep. Nothing spot.
I'll see the TP through.
I'm with you mid.
Nothing deep left. I'm main square.
I have main square as well. Only top mid square. Nothing square.
Deep left. He is deep top. Nice job.
One time hit once. I have your back shit.
I just want to
Go back square hit once. Back square.
Yeah, try to come to my square, don't play. He's full front square. And back step top square. Top square. He's front side now.
I'm going small.
Square, really weak.
I got SWAT.
Wait,
SWAT.
Square for.
Square dead. What's that SWAT?
Nice. Let's go.
One more.
No more time. Jelly dead.
I'll clear that thing up.
Wait.
Back door.
Backs are starting to hit the wall here for Paris, but a last gut check break comes through onto the 4th hard point, and boy, it's that time that they desperately need.
Yeah, you could hear it in the listening, man. A devastating moment when Neptune just falls as the last player on that side of the map. Because everyone took a sigh, realizing, all right, and are now up by 50. Paris still trying to keep themselves into the game. We need some gunnies to start getting hot. Simp the only one going to be on the time, and he wins 2v2s. But now Neptune is here to stall it out.
Oh, and Buza gets tagged up heavily. It's going to allow Civ an opportunity to possibly find this shot.
play.
That's a huge play. Pinch shut down low around the back. Civ moving quickly to try to reclaim the hard point, and he will find that kill on a Ghosty. Full 4-man feed. FaZe over 200 points. Still 30 seconds to fight. And of course, P2 still on their backside.
Yeah, Simp knows what Gridlock is like. Take that space over towards Ice Cream, spawn him on the backside of Courtyard. You can't win it here at P1, but you can get pretty damn close by guaranteeing this time. It's Trade Fest. Back and forth we go, but Simp needs a one-on-one versus Ghosty to soak up this final 10, and he's able to find it.
Oh, it's such a big win. And it forces, again, another moment where Paris are just down to 2 players. trying to find a way to desperately rotate over to new. Simp behind the play isn't even needed. Look at the spawns. Paris are all the way out towards the third. Abuza in their way. And look at the awareness. FaZe know exactly where this hit is coming from. Abuza just finessing, blocking around the backside of fire. In towards mailroom. 04's got both weapons to work with. Kill does come through though. 235, 147. Paris knocking on the door, but they need to kick it down here.
Yeah, they do. They need to start it off with a trade at least, but 04 and Simp start off those engagements, and now you still have the numbers to try to hold this down and still win the game. But Paris at least push you back. 30 seconds remaining still here at this hard point. Paris need every ounce of time that they can possibly find. And FaZe, you just cut your losses. Think about new.
Boy gets caught. FaZe are saying we don't need to worry about new right now. Our leader's advantage is so significant, we can just try to put the game away right here. And they're finding the kills that they need. Neptune is in trouble over to the backside of mailroom. Here comes Paris trying to flood their way through the finals. Will find the first entry to 3.
Now this is where the gunfight's gonna be more important because 04 is hitting such a long route to break them down. The pinch is good enough for the double. Numbers in favor of FaZe.
They're able to find one from the front though. That gives Paris a chance to respond to this play around the back. 04 through town, trying to open things up and possibly win the game. Trades are still coming through as Neptune is still alive and kicking. Simp in some trouble. Backs up. Waits for a moment. All 4 Paris members able to reinforce. Big first win from Simp though. Now it's just down to flooding the hill. Can you get them out? Can you find the wins? Simp gonna drop. Simp doing it all himself. Final trades coming through. 04 in the hard point. Last 4 seconds. Not gonna happen. Paris
The
survives.
spawns flip though, Al. So now FaZe, how do you decide to play this? You're gonna camp up your corners, guarantee this side of the map because you know Paris have to run into you, but Neptune finds that first kill. Simp's gonna be all the way on the opposite side of the map. You can't win it anymore at this P3 time. These next wave of gunfights is the biggest one.
But when we were here last time, we heard the listening from Paris. 04 able to find the first. 2 inside the hard point. Ghosty trying to lock things down on the backside, but Simp just blows up out of the water, and that's the last moment you need. Simp and 04, the final kills you need, and it's FaZe eliminating Paris, moving on to Sunday.
FaZe just came in with the better game plan, and every single one of the respawns, you outclassed them in the fundamental aspect of the game, which made the game for you a whole lot easier.
Our post-game reaction.
What's up, everybody? Get loud here for FaZe Vegas. Our Major II champions make it back to Sunday to defend their title and possibly go back-to-back. Now, I got everybody's favorite twin up here, 04, man. And now, talk to me about this series here because GentleM8s, the Major I champions, they was not trying to go out. What were you guys' game plan to really go out here and take these guys down? What was the one thing that you want to focus on in this series?
Honestly, blitzing, because I think we kind of slowed down when we were losing. You know, keeping our foot on the pedal and just keep staying confident throughout the map, no matter what's going on.
No matter what's going on, and the blitz culture, you know, coming from those surge days with you guys over here to FaZe, it's just a perfect setup for the type of squad that Vegas wants to be. And now the ultimate blitzer, the leading rusher, the swarmer himself, Chris Lair, here, there, every damn where. Chris, 4K damage on multiple maps, going, you know, double positive in some. Like, talk to me about the type of effort Chris put out today to make sure that the whole team got to Sunday.
I mean, bro, that motherfucker's that's the GOAT. I mean, his gun skill's insane, but like in-game, like the in-game leader that he has is crazy. Like, he's slowing us down, speeding us up. I mean, not more you gas for a teammate.
I mean, that man is always shifting gears, okay? From 1 to 5, no matter what the squad needs, he is getting it done, the captain of this team. And so now, getting back to Sunday, you're gonna be having, you know, squads, Thieves, Koi, Optic, and I know you guys don't care who you play, you just wanna make sure you blitz and you play FaZe's game. Yeah. So for the fans out here, the dedicated FaZe fans that's here in Atlanta, talk to them, get them hyped for Sunday as you guys get ready to come out in those Reds tomorrow.
You know, we love y'all, appreciate y'all. When y'all tuning out, no matter what's going on, make sure y'all pop on y'all Reds, man. We're gonna try to win this shit.
You heard it here, pop out in the Reds tomorrow for Championship Sunday. That's gonna do it for me in 04. Chris, take us away.